I'm Brandy Unruh with On Location with Brandy Unruh and Remax Momentum. I am here today with the amazing Bailey Barber, who owns the local State Farm here in Erie. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
I have so many insurance related questions, but my first one is, what is the most common insurance question you get?
I think the most common one we get is, what is full coverage?
Okay.
Because they get new cars and their lender said they have to have full coverage. And then they'll go, what does that even mean? Because it's something you've heard your whole life from, the time that your parents kick you off their insurance or, from the time you got your first car. Yeah, you just call up, you ask for full coverage, and you have no idea what that means. So in Colorado, the only thing that you're really legally required to carry is liability. Okay. But when you have a loan or a lease, you're required to carry comprehensive and collision. So that's full coverage. Typically, your lender is not going to let you exceed a $1,000 deductible, but that's really what that means. And on top of that, I would say go through those different coverages and find out if there are ones that may be appropriate for you as well to kind of fill some gaps on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So my next question for you is, why is it that personal property doesn't really match up with what you think your items are valued at? In my case, sometimes I'm like, geez, that's really low. In other cases, it's like, oh, I don't have that much stuff. That seems weird.
So in Colorado, contractually, insurance companies are required to include a certain amount of personal property coverage in proportion to what your home's insured for. Okay. So usually that's 75% of what the home's insured for. And that, like you said, can go either direction, right? So usually what I get is people look at that, and if your home's insured for $400,000, you're like, I don't have $300,000 worth of stuff. But if it gets down to it, and you had to go through and price out every single thing in your home.
Every pair of socks, every pair of underwear, every chair, every hairbrush, every curling iron.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It's up there quickly. And so it should go, either it's something where you'd look at it and go through and say, yeah, that seems appropriate to me. Or you go, man, when I think about this, I've got some valuable items. And that's a conversation you have with your agent to say, is this covered appropriately? And if it's not, what do we need to do to make sure it is? So something that we'll always recommend, and this is so appropriate for what people are in touch with you for, right? Because they're moving. When you go through your house and you're going through the things you're packing up, it's really helpful to just get an idea of what's in that box and what you think it might be worth. And otherwise, we tell people too, when you unpack and you get into your home, just go through one night, get a glass of wine, go through with your cell phone and just take a video of what's in different rooms, what's in different drawers, just so you know.
That seems like something I'd do just for fun.
And I think the wine part is key, right?
Right, because you need to be having a good time while you're doing it. Yep. Maybe talk on the phone and record it with your iPad. I don't know. Yeah, strange things that people do like myself. How do you know if you should file a claim on something?
That's a really important one. Yeah. So I will always recommend use and abuse your agent on that, because that's why you have a company with an agent, right? Is so you can reach out and go, what do I do about this? What's my next step? And we can't ever legally deny you the right to make a claim. That's not our place. But our place is to say, okay, let's game plan this. First off, you need to get someone out there who can mitigate it, right? Stop the water damage, whatever it is. And then also we can say, okay, here's your deductible, here's what's covered, and then you can make an informed decision.
So important. I know that I've called you several times asking questions for various clients of mine, and not only are you there for your tribe and your clients, but the rest of us too. And it's amazing. Thank you so much for being such a go-to confidant. It's really helpful.
Thank you.
What is an impact-resistant roof, and why does it matter?
So this is something that so few people know about, but it's such a great thing. So in Colorado, hail is our state bird, right? And so you're constantly up against, okay, my roof got hit by hail, how damaged is it? And when you're getting your roof replaced, this is something that doesn't always come up, but a lot of roofing companies will recommend getting an impact resistant roof. Some companies you pay an upgrade for, and others you don't. So it just depends on the company. But what this means to you is that there are independent companies that insurance companies get data from.
Okay.
And it's talking about how well that roof is going to withstand hail damage.
In the future.
Exactly.
So those independent companies, those are manufacturers, or are they third party?
Third party. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, not related to the manufacturers. So you know that it's something where they don't have a bias.
Yeah, they're
They're not
just
gonna-
testing, and this is the one that they said works the best.
Yep, exactly. And so there are different ratings for how impact resistant something is.
Right.
But that's something, reach out to your insurance company and ask them, hey, this is a roof I'm looking to get. Does this get me any kind of discount? So not only for you will you have a roof that's going to survive longer, which is a great thing. Yep, exactly. But in addition to that, a lot of companies offer a really significant discount. For me, if it's something where it makes it easier for you to do business with me,
Yeah.
if the situation was reversed, I would want to know that.
Right.
And if it's something where it saves you a quarter off of your annual premiums, that's real money, right?
Makes a big difference. I truly have so many more questions. I think we might have to do a follow-up to this, but I am so grateful to have you here today. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Again, I'm here with the amazing Bailey Barber with State Farm here in Erie. I'm Brandy Unruh with On Location with Brandy Unruh and Remax Momentum. I look forward to seeing y'all again soon.